Hey, good morning, everybody. Pastor Chris here. Welcome to the Poolside Chat. Sorry I missed Wednesday. I had to research something. Um, if you remember, man, it's been a week. Last time we were together, last Saturday, the question was asked, why does everybody hate the Jews? That's, I don't think I told you this. I think it was a Jewish friend of mine. I'm not sure. Never asked. Don't care, to be honest. I assumed that he was Jewish. But as I was talking with some people, they asked me, what we're seeing today with all the hatred and violence and anger at Jews just because they're Jews, is this how it started in Nazi Germany? Or actually, is this how it started with the Nazis? And it was a great question. I didn't know. I still really don't know. But I did want to address this because it does seem like a lot of the anger towards Jewish people now is because they were attacked. And it seems like this anger is at them because they're Jewish, because somehow it was their fault that they were attacked, or that they were lies, they really weren't attacked. It doesn't matter. There's just a lot of anger out there towards Jewish people for being Jewish. So the question was, is this how it started in Germany? So I had to do a little bit of reading. Went to the Anne Frank Foundation. I went to a couple of Holocaust museums, and I went to a couple of, it sounds nerdy, scholarly websites. And it does seem like there are similarities. Sad to say, there's similarities. So Hitler, and I'm not sure if most people know this or not, but Hitler was Austrian. He was not German. But in Vienna, Austria, the mayor during Hitler's formative years, when he was in his 20s, was rabidly anti-Jewish. I hear an animal over there. But the mayor of Vienna hated Jews. And this was Hitler's experience. Now, the other part of this was that after Germany got defeated in World War I, they didn't think it was a loss on the battle. Germans, soldiers, did not think this was a loss on the battlefield. They think that they were stabbed in the back. And they were stabbed in the back by Jewish and communist people. They brought in a left-wing government, they being the Jews and the communists. And there was a hatred towards that, fueled by the mayor of Vienna at the time, his hatred for the Jews, that they were blamed for the loss. So that hatred was already there. And Germany was devastated economically, devastated after World War I. I mean, inflation was rampant, people couldn't buy necessities, it was terrible. And when Hitler came to power and said he's going to bring back German pride, bring back good prices, bring back good government, people love the idea of it. So with that national pride side came the awful we hate Jews side. And that allowed, that gave the fundamentals for the Jews and the communists to be hated and for the Holocaust to happen. So these were lies that people accepted as truth. The Jews stabbed the Germans in the back. The Jews caused Germany to lose World War I. It was all the Jews' fault. And it was all a lie. But people believe the lie. So when you ask me that question, is this being this unjustified hatred to Jews today? Is this how World War II, what happened in Germany back in the 30s? There are definitely some similarities. So that's what I found. And that's what I read. So I think there are some similarities. It doesn't really help anything today, knowing that. Maybe it gives a little understanding. Maybe I'm way off base. Maybe these people I read are dead wrong. But this is what I found. So what do we do with this? As I said last week, Dietrich Bonhoeffer had that great statement because this blind hatred of somebody just for being black, being Jewish, being black, just for being Jewish is wrong. Eric Metaxas in his book Bonhoeffer reminded me of the statement that was made by him regarding what he saw in Germany in the 30s at this time. And I say all this and answer this question because it's what I do see today. And just to remind you, that statement that Dietrich Bonhoeffer, I was going to say Pastor Bonhoeffer, Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, silence in the face of evil is evil itself, and God will not hold us guiltless. To not speak is to speak, and to not act is to act. So I, for one, will stand proudly and do everything I can to protect those who are those Jewish people who are persecuted, and all persecuted peoples, to keep them safe and to speak up. So that's today. That's a hard question. Keep them coming. And I hope this gives some foresight, insight into what you're asking. Wednesday, I'm going to talk about the Bible says, because it sure does seem like this keeps coming over and over and over again, you know? And Wednesday, I'm going to talk about what I would dare say are the biblical root causes of this conflict and this hatred towards the Jews. Guys, be encouraged, be blessed. We do not need to stand idly by. We can stand with our friends in the face of persecution. So today is Sunday. It's get ready for it's almost church time, so make sure you get ready for church. And keep these questions coming. I'm Pastor Chris. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble at FL Compass Church, and now on Instagram at FL Compass Church. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you Wednesday.